You go ahead and tell them. Who are you? What do you do?
What's up, everybody? My name is Terrace Wyatt Jr. I'm a local actor, playwright, producer, and director in Kansas City.
Good. So I ran across because you wrote a play called Black Man Mo. Let's talk about that play.
Yes.
What was the motivation? Well, give me a brief description of what that play was about.
Yeah. So Black Man Missouri is it's a story about a young black man accused of something he didn't do and then got his life taken away through police brutality. Then this leads to a one-on-one conversation between the officer responsible of his death and his mother. And it also touches on like the ongoing violence in Kansas City, and to also see a mother's point of view, to be the first to go through the whole trauma before the public eye. And the motivation behind this play is it was back in summer of 2020, around when George Floyd was blowing up, and I was just at home chilling, and there was a live protest that was going on the plaza, and everything was going smoothly, and then it just got escalated with tear gas, everybody getting hurt, which really like hit a very, very heavy nerve in my brain, to where I just grabbed my laptop and then
start coming.
Yep. And the first thing when I immediately started writing the first scene, the first thing I thought in my mind was my mom, because that is like someone's child out there that wants to make a difference, who will risk their life to make a change. And so I wanted to explore like a mother's point of view, and also just have the opportunity to like have a conversation with like just an officer that just gets right into the nitty-gritty of like, why did you take my son's life when he did nothing but minding his own business, being a kid, and so and so and so and so. Like, not a single thing about him was a threat.
Right. And I won't give it away, but because whenever you do it again, I want folks to go see it. I like the twist that you put in there. I thought that was very brilliant.
I appreciate
with the mother and the cop. And again, I'm gonna leave that as the cliffhanger.
So ideally, the inspiration that made me want to invest in playwriting was through Tyler Perry.
Okay.
Because he started off as a playwright before he went to film and television, but like what he did with his plays are very unique and so realistic, to where like I felt very well connected to his work on the theater side.
Cool.
So that made me want to experiment to like how I want to express my world on the stage. And so years and years and years, like mostly I just been acting my whole life. And then when I went to college, William Jewell College, where I got my bachelor's in the arts, it was my senior year when I wanted to invest in playwriting. So like my senior year, I wrote like I'd have to do like a capstone for my degree. So I wanted to invest in like try to like write an original piece to see if I want to do this. And even though it was a mess, but the message came through.
Right.
And with this piece, what I wrote in college, it's called Melon E, which is like my creative way of saying melanin and educated. And it's about a black college student who goes to a white predominantly school, who has to put together like a capstone, like kind of like at a last minute, and just by explaining like the meaning of melanin through pop culture and how it's very impactful, not just in the black community, but as a whole.
So you're saying...
So this was back in 2010. I was in the 8th grade in middle school. My first professional show I've done was Aladdin, and this was through Starlight. And what they did back then, it was like an education slash like a theater production program called Starlight Children's Theater. So where they have like young actors collaborating with adult actors and just putting on a wonderful show. And so with Aladdin, it was like my very, very first professional show to be surrounded by a lot of creative artists, to where like I wasn't expecting much. I just walked in like with an open mind, and and I've gained like a lot of education with my mouth closed, obviously. And it was a fun experience, and we did it at Kaufman Center.
Gotcha.
Which really blew my mind too, is that I've got to perform at like one of the biggest theaters in KC. So it really gave me a boost to where like this is what I want to do. So I'm gonna continue on, you know, no matter like how slow the process is, because like you just gotta trust the process, because eventually you're gonna get there.
Right. True.
Yeah.
True. All right, we're here with Mr. Terrace Wyatt Jr., playwright, actor, plus. With acting, who stuck out to you, man, growing up? Who was your favorite look tos?
Definitely Chris Tucker.
Okay.
It was like, because growing up, I been obsessed with like Rush Hour.
Yes.
So like I just be watching it, like, and I just be watching all the Rush Hour movies growing up, and I just been like just so mesmerized of like how his performance are, because I'm more of a comedic actor.
Gotcha.
And then later in the years, like I invested in drama, so that's what motivated me to explore my abilities on stage, whether like especially on the comedic side. So like Chris Tucker was like top tier on the comedy side, and then for drama, Angela Bassett.
Okay, makes it. I agree. A great actress to definitely pull from. You go to acting too.
Well, for playwriting, so right now I'm working on trying to like get Black Men Missouri another run.
Gotcha.
And hopefully real soon, like either later in the fall or somewhere next year, ideally next year. And the other works, usually how I present my work, I try to treat it like Marvel.
Gotcha.
Kind of like I keep it a secret until it's like
Gotcha.
it's ready.
Just look forward.
Yeah.
But that being said, what's your contact information so we can get on the list to find out when your next productions are?
Yes. So for acting, you can find me on Facebook and Instagram at Terrace Wyatt Jr. And specifically on Instagram at terracewyatt.jr. And then also I started my own production company, so just building my way up. Thank you. Building my way up. So
what's the name of your production company?
Terrace Studios.
Gotcha.
And you can also find my company on there on Facebook and Instagram at terr.studios.
Gotcha. That being said, if anyone wanted to be a part of your production team, whether it was to act or maybe even present you a play or idea, is that open as well? Absolutely.
Like ideally, because Tyler Perry is like the overall big inspiration for me to actually start my own company, because like how his work ethic is like to this very day.
I agree.
Like I want to do the exact same thing, but for Kansas City, and then nationwide, like all the way from like Chicago, Atlanta, London, like I'm all in for it.
Right. Well, definitely due to the internet, it's easier to connect with people all around the world. Back to
so our show we're getting ready to start is called Horsepower, and it's a story about Tom Bass, who was back then one of the greatest horsemen in the Midwest, especially in Kansas City. So this is gonna be a very tremendous story to tell, especially for someone who's made a very big contribution in Kansas City, and ideally like the American Royal. So this is gonna be a very, very powerful story. So mostly like theater.
Okay.
And so I got really invested in theater like at middle school.
Okay.
And I just did it because it was a hobby and I liked it. And so my mom put me in like acting schools through like Starlight and the Coterie, and then the rest was history. And so I been doing like a lot of shows, mostly everywhere in KC, so like Starlight, KC Rev, the Black Repertoire Theater Kansas City, KC Melting Pot, the Coterie, New Theater Restaurant, and
I am Vincent Irving, aka DJ V. Shout out to my man Kid Lane.
He's the one who designed this piece. I call it Ice Cubes. And if you could see it in person and even see some of his work, you would understand exactly why it has earned that title. Hope to interview him very soon, right here on DJs and Entertainment. So please like, share, and subscribe. I'm gonna give you a little time to do that. 5, 4, 3, 2 DJs and Entertainment, 1 DJs and Entertainment. Just type in the letters DJV. NKC, and you'll get directly to DJs and Entertainment. If you want to email us, Vincent Irving, aka DJV @gmail.com.